I call back all of my magic. I call back all of my power. I call back every part of me that I have given to someone else and they've abused it, or parts of me that has been stolen. I call back any fragments of my soul that has been scattered due to trauma, sadness, depression, stress, and the times that I didn't love myself. I call back my power. I call back all to me. Celestial blessings, my name is Helen Demetriou, and today, while deadheading my plans, I thought I'd make a video just to check in and to talk about power, self-power, calling back our power. Now, I know it's not quiet. Even though I live in a village, there's a lot of traffic outside, a lot of trucks, a lot of building going on, so please forgive that. But you know, it is what it is. You know, this is life. This is not some setup, you know, that most people do on YouTube and everything's manicured and organized specifically. This is life. This is life. What can we say? And I'd rather give this kind of video than not do a video at all. So I wanted to talk about how we give our power away. We give our own power away to not loving ourselves. When we don't love ourselves, we're giving our power away. We're becoming weak. Because the ones that are supposed to love us the most are ourselves. And if we're not loving ourselves, then we're opening ourselves up to abuse, to bad treatment from others, people disrespecting us. People can smell when we're not loving ourselves. They smell that when we become vulnerable because we're not loving ourselves. And it's really important that the predators are not welcomed in because of our vulnerabilities and because they can feel our vibrations of not loving ourselves. It's also important to call back our power from those who have hurt us, knowingly or unknowingly. And you can do that by simply deciding that you're going to call back your power, like I did at the beginning of the video. I understand that we've been passing some very difficult times regarding calling back our power, giving our power away, feeling desolate, feeling hopeless, feeling like everything's wrong in the world. But we have to keep ourselves empowered by feelings of, this is not going to last, this is just a phase, this is just part of life. People have been through this before and we're going to go through it again. And we're going to get through this. But it's what we project during these times that really show us our own characters. How are we projecting this onto others? How are we getting through these times? I know that many was basically locked up with other people and they were giving their power away every day. A lot of it through compromise. Now, it's good to compromise, but it's not good to compromise if there's no balance, and that if you're the only one who's compromising. If nobody else is compromising, then there's an imbalance and there's chaos and a feeling of unsatisfactory emotions, feeling cheated, feeling lost. So you have to call back your power. The times when you gave your power to others, the times when you did good to others and they abused it and they didn't respect it, you call it back. It's as simple as that. And I know that you think, well, how, yeah, it's really that simple, Helen. Well, yeah, it is simple. You just say, I call back my power. I call back my power from anyone who has abused it. I call back my power from me abusing it. I call it back from uncertainty. I call it back from the times when I hurt myself. I call it back from stress. I call it back from depression. I call it back from my anxiety. I call back my power. I transmute it into light, and I empower myself with that. Because everything's just energy. Everything is energy. And you can turn energy from negative to positive. It's all about transmuting. It's all about transitioning from negative to positive. It's all about loving yourself. And a lot of people say, I don't know how to love myself. I've never loved myself. I don't know where to start. I always see in this way, through this analogy, if somebody's going to physically hurt you, then your survival instinct kicks in and you stop them. Yes? Or you try to stop them. This is you loving yourself. So if somebody is not respecting you, your survival instinct kicks in and you move to protect yourself, to defend yourself. This is self-love. If you are self-sabotaging by doing things that are harming you, it's the same thing. You stop doing it. You defend yourself from your own actions. And this is a call to self-love. This is loving yourself. So when you see yourself putting yourself down, or thinking that you're useless, or thinking that everything is hopeless and that you're no good, or that you're unlovable, you turn around to yourself and you say, no, you're not going to do that to me. I love myself. I deserve better. I am better. And just continue with this dialogue. It can be an inner dialogue. You can say it out loud. It's completely up to you, whatever you feel good about. See, look, I'm cleaning these flowers out. I'm deadheading these flowers, and it's like, you know, what a shame that you're cutting off from this plant. But that's what we have to do to ourselves. We have to cut away the dead so that the new can come. You see, that's the whole idea of the system of deadheading plants. You cut out the dead flowers so that the plant can bloom more flowers, can bloom even more. Well, imagine that you are this plant, okay? And you're cutting out all the terrible things, all the dead things, all the things that no longer serve your higher good. They're just clogging you down. So you deadhead yourself, cut those dead parts off yourself, get rid of them, release them, and you're going to have some gorgeous amounts of blooms on you. Can you understand the correlation between that? Deadhead yourself, cut the dead off, get rid of anything that no longer serves your highest good, because it's stopping you grow, it stunts your growth. So while I'm taking all these things off, all these dead flowers, I know that soon I'm going to have huge amounts of gorgeous flowers come back, because I've taken care of it. I've pruned it. I've got rid of all the dead things. I've made it so it can breathe, so it can have oxygen, so that it can bloom, because it's fresh. It's been cleansed, it's been cleaned, it's released all those dead parts. So, what have we learned today? We've learned about calling back our power, and we can do that also by cutting out things from our lives, including negative self-talk and deadheading yourself, getting rid of the old so that the new can come. Getting rid of the old so that you can breathe, so that you can think. And then when we're without all of these things that weigh us down, like dead flower heads, we can breathe again, we can bloom, we can be productive, we can be creative. And the plant is happy that I'm doing this for it. The plant is happy that I'm assisting it in getting rid of all these dead parts that no longer serves it. And it shows that within a few days, in Cyprus anyway, it's going to start blooming, feeling so happy to be rid of all those things that weighed it down. And there was no room for it to grow more flowers. There was no room, because you see, the plant itself believes there's no need for it to produce anymore. It's time to die, basically. No need to bloom anymore. But when you take these dead things away, it understands that, wow, I've got to start blooming, I've got to work, I've got to breathe, I've got to grow, to provide for myself. And that's the same with you. You're exactly the same. You're a beautiful flower. You're a beautiful plant. And you can keep renewing yourself, regenerating yourself, regrowing yourself over and over again. So, I'm sending you all my love, because I do love you all and I miss you all. Hugs, kisses, and all my blessings. Bye-bye.